Hi there and welcome to the Explaining History YouTube channel, and I'm going to do a few videos to help students who are going to go to university in the next couple of months to study history, to get an idea of really what they need to be doing to kind of hit the ground running. Big undertaking these days, a lot of money at stake, and you can't really afford to go to university and not make the absolute very best of your history degree. Okay, so the first thing to point out, and you probably know this anyway, and you might think this kind of really obvious stuff, but it bears repeating, is that your university days are not going to be like your high school experience. You're going to be expected to operate in a kind of an entirely different way. Firstly, in high school, in sixth form, you're normally guided through the process of learning by your teacher. University isn't going to be like that. You're going to have far less actual taught time. The reason for this is because the responsibility of learning goes onto you. So instead of having 4 or 5 hours a week of classroom time and then directed structured homeworks, you're going to have something like about 3 or 4 hours a week of lecture time and a couple of seminars. Those lectures are not those lectures are not the sole chunk of learning that you do. Imagine those lectures are a kind of an outline sketch of the kind of things you need to know. The filling in, the colour really comes from you. So imagine this: on a Monday morning, you might have a lecture on Germany, 1918 to 1939. Okay. There is no way that one person speaking for an hour can adequately describe and explain everything you need to know on that topic. Also, universities are, for some reason, best known to themselves in terms of teaching, decades and decades and decades behind any other kind of pedagogy, any other kind of teaching. There's a widespread understanding and immense amounts of research and science gone into this one, that talking to somebody, I mean, I'm guilty of it now because I'm talking to you, but talking to somebody solidly for 1 hour is insanely ineffective. I'm going to keep this video as short as possible because at a certain point your attention span, and this is happening more and more often these days, your attention span is going to go off, and it just happens. The lecture you basically cannot rely on. You might have the most brilliant lecturer, the most brilliant academic in the world. There's a very, very big difference between somebody writing something like one of these books here, a brilliant treatise on Nazi Germany, and someone being able to teach it. There is an art form to a whole science behind learning about understanding how people learn things in an effective way. So what this means is that if you're lucky, you'll have a good seminar teacher. The seminar teacher is going to be, or the seminar academic is going to be the person that once you've been in the lecture, you go to the seminar and you talk about the ideas that A, come from the lecture you've had that week, and B, come from your reading. So that's where you put it all on the table and go and talk about what it actually means. So you've got a phase of learning in the week where you're gathering information, and a phase of learning in the week where you're putting it on the table and talking with other students and talking with another academic and going, what does this actually tell us? What interpretations are there? So that's really, really important. But you can't rely these days, and it's a sad state of affairs, you can't rely on those things alone getting you through. So the focus of learning, the focus of developing understanding is on you. Okay? That means that the hours that you are not attending lectures in have to be filled with reading. They have to be filled with reading. The reading list, they give it to you for a reason. The reading list is the basic outline of the things that you need to understand. Now, you can, if you want to get a rather average degree, a 2-2, or sort of, God forbid, even a third, and pay £9,000 a year for the privilege, dip your nose into the reading list once or twice and, ignore the rest. If, like any sane person, you don't want that and you want, outstanding marks, you want to excel, devour the reading list and go beyond it. You can email me, you can message me here on this YouTube channel, or you can get me at info@explaininghistory.com if you want a good recommendation for a book on any history topic. Even if I don't know it, I'll ask the people who do. But if you're really lost at sea and you think, I just know nothing about the Industrial Revolution, I don't even know where to begin in terms of reading, contact me, and I promise you, within a short period of time anyway, I'll have the answer for you, or at least I'll contact someone that will know. So that's the first of these videos, talking about where the focus of your learning responsibilities lie. Stay tuned, and I'm going to talk about this a little bit more, and give you some more insights about how you can really, really maximise your chances when you get to university in the autumn. Thanks. Bye bye.